Happy Monday, 2nd of December, 2024, everyone. Today starts the beginning of your creator career kickstart. So every Monday, I'm going to release a new video, and I really hope that you find it helpful because I know it helps me audit my own stuff every single year. I just kind of want to stay on track. Am I performing? How am I performing? What performs the best? How do I want to make changes? Where do I feel like I'm not performing well enough that I could actually improve my skill in some way, or how I do things basically? So it's a really good time to just kind of get myself in order, ready for my goals that I want to set for 2025, the following year. So today, Monday, the 2nd of December, our thing that we're going to start on this week is auditing your profile, your portfolio, anything that you basically use as a gateway to what it is that you do. So you are basically auditing your account and yourself. Things I want you to take into account now. Firstly, would you buy from you? So if you are selling yourself as a photographer or a content creator, so you're selling your services to clients, would you buy from you based on how you write to a client, the pitches that you pitch, and the content that you create? Like, does the content that you create basically reflect where you want to be? So do you think you could make improvements on, the pictures that you take or the videos that you make? Is there maybe a little mini course you could just buy to like up your skill in some way? So it's just reviewing, like, if you received your own pitch or your own profile or media kit, would you hire you based on that? And if you look at your own content and think, you know what, if I had to hire someone for, let's say, you've contacted a clothing brand or something and you want to promote some new line of clothing that they've come out with, would you, as the brand, hire yourself based on the images you've provided, or the mood board, or the media kit, or whatever it is you're sending as the pitch? And if the answer is no, then you need to review what it is about yourself that you wouldn't hire yourself. So it's a really good way to kind of think of, like, how would the other person interpret your work? Do you, like, you might think you're really, really good and your stuff is awesome, but would you, based on what it is that you are pitching for, hire you for that? And if the answer is yes, fantastic. Then we move on to the next thing. Are you creating value? So whatever the theme of what it is you do, maybe, it does depend entirely on the type of creator that you are and the stuff that you're creating. But are you creating value? So are you creating images that give, good value to the client? Are you, the things that the copyright of your social media, does that create a value? What is it that you are bringing to your audience? Does it work? Because it could be that it's not working, and the reason why it's not working is it doesn't bring any value to your audience in some way, or the brands that you're pitching to. So are you creating value? The next thing, do you feel your content could be better? Whew, that's a tough one, right? That's a really tough one, because now you need to look at what it is that you create and think, could I be better? And nobody likes being their own critique, but at the same time, we are constantly critiquing our own work. Let's face it. How many times do you take pictures and you think, I kind of like it, but I don't know if I really hit the nail on the head, or I like it, but man, this guy that I follow, he really nailed that's what I want to be able to do. So really look at yourself and go, are you creating the work that you aspire to creating? If you don't, then you need to take a rain check. You need to take yourself aside and have a little chat with yourself about how are you going to get better. And that could mean that you just invest in a small course to get the skill that you need to be better. It could be that you just observe what are other people in this niche doing. Like, how could I get better at being a content creator, or being better at pitching, or being, just what is it you're lacking, and how can you improve on being better in that area? Okay, the fourth thing. Okay, the quality of your videos and photos. Is the quality of your videos and photos actually any good? Because that will really distinguish you from being somebody that a brand wants to hire and being somebody that a brand does not want to hire. If you are basically under par, brands are not going to want to hire you. They're simply not going to pay you. So maybe you are starting out. Maybe you've been trying, but you're not really doing very well, and maybe you're on the brink of giving up. It could be that it's just simply what you're putting out there is not actually of good enough quality. This just requires some research. It can be overcome, but it requires research and practice. Again, a mini course can help you in a situation like this. So if you want to get better at creating content by using your iPhone, or maybe you want to take better pictures, grab a course, or I know, ask me. Just put it in the comments. Maybe I can help out. Maybe if you want some mini courses of how to improve certain elements of creating content, let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to create some of these videos for you. But basically, you need to get better. If you're not getting the jobs, it could be because your work is lacking the punch that it needs. It could be the way you write to the companies as well. Maybe your work is absolutely outstanding, but the way you present yourself in an email, or that you just write one email and you don't follow up ever, is pulling you down. You do need that. We'll get onto this later in the month, but it is sometimes how you assert yourself in the business. So you just need to look at these areas. At the moment, I'm going to just say your photos and videos, could they be better? Could your transitions be better in your videos? Could the message in the pictures or the videos be better? The type of content that you're creating, could that have a better basic look to it? There's lots of, like, you have to pull your own stuff apart. I can't do that for you unless I went live and burnt you online. The last thing, how could you improve your profile? So this is literally, now I want you to look at your online profile. So that means your website, that means your social media channels, everything that you put yourself out there. What does that look like? What is it you're trying to do as well? Maybe you're trying to be an influencer. We'll take that as an example. Okay, so if you're trying to be an influencer, basically have a look at your online portfolio. So maybe, let's say, I'm going to really niche this down. Okay, you are an Instagram influencer. All your work comes through that, and that is what you focus on. Okay, go to your profile, have a look down your stuff, make a note of the stuff that gets the most views and the most engagement, and make a note of the stuff that doesn't. Then have a look at how you portray yourself. Like, what was the caption or the copyright for that content that worked or didn't work? what were the pictures like, or was it a reel, was it a carousel, was it an image? um Sorry, did I say that? No, real, carousel, or picture. What ones of those are working better for you? And then just really kind of hone in on that and go, okay, I need to make more of this to be more successful as an influencer. Or I feel like when I post pictures of me with a bag, or I know what you're doing, right? Like when I work as influencer stuff, which is not a massive amount that I do, I don't pitch myself as an influencer, but I do get given affiliate links and I will pitch them. I don't really create ads. I will just basically talk about the product if I am using it in my videos, and then I will say that if you want this product, there's a link in the description. I don't really work as an influencer, but if I did, I would be taking pictures and making sure that those pictures reflect that product in a really good, sellable way that was authentic to me. And you have to look at that. What is the message that you're portraying through your pictures? Do you look like you are fake smiling? All these little things, like what is it that works in a picture? And if you're like, I really don't know, I don't know what it is about these pictures that doesn't work, but they just don't. And then maybe there's a influencer that you follow that you're just like, wow, they are killing it. Have a look at the way their pictures look, have a look at their style, and just, I'm not saying copy, because that's bad, right? You need to still put your imprint on it. But what I'm saying is take inspiration. So maybe the way you portray yourself in your pictures versus the way they portray themselves in their pictures. Maybe you're trying to just be fake and they are more authentic. Or maybe they are really fake and who knows? Who really knows what influencers are thinking and doing under it all? But just have a look. Who are the people that are killing it that you look up to? How could you maybe take notes on how they're performing? And how could you then implement that into your own portfolio, your own profile? Okay. So I really hope these tips help. Spend this first week of December basically just overhauling your profile. That's all you got to do. Focus on that. Get your profile looking sharp, because once you've got that under the belt, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. Now you know where you need to make improvements, how you're going to like visualize, how you're going to look in all your profile stuff, and how you want to portray yourself as a person. Niche down on that. Get serious. You are your brand. So you need to sell yourself and look the fucking part online, because if you are not being authentic about what you're doing and really selling yourself as what you are pursuing in life, you're going to be fake. No one's going to want you, and it's not going to work. If you are saying I do this thing but it lacks sellability, I don't know if that's a word, but I just made it. If it lacks it, they're not going to align with you. You're not going to get collaborations. So now is the time. Get hard on your ass and go out there, check out your portfolio, check out your profile, and just tidy up. That's what we're doing. We're doing a cleanup. What works, what doesn't work, how do I want to improve, where can I make things better, and just tidy up your profile. If you have comments, or if you have questions, please just drop them in the comments below and I will try my best to help you out. And good luck. It's time to get hard and critique yourself. And it's not a nice job, I know, but the tougher you are on yourself, the better the outcome will be, I promise you. Good luck.